You're about to watch a full AI agency SMMA sales call from top to bottom. We're going to provide my mentee Matt feedback on his sales call, what he could have done better. This was lost to the business partner objection, but did later buy on a follow-up call. We need to figure out how we can push this to be a one-call close scenario.
I'm doing good, man. And yourself?
I'll try and pause as little as possible so you can enjoy the raw footage.
Haru, yes.
Haru, okay.
Haru, yeah. Your name is Matt?
Yeah, Matt.
Okay, got you. What's the name of the company again, Matt?
It's Manat Media.
Manat Media, right? Okay, got you. Okay.
Yeah, exactly, man.
Good
So,
to you.
yeah, I mean, usually just to fill you in on how these calls usually go, we start off by just you telling me what you guys are doing and why you were interested in the pay-per-show appointment model. So if it's fine by you, then we can just start, man.
Of course, yeah.
That's sweet.
A little bit of a weak frame, like we need to be being very, very clear of what's actually going to happen. So here's the plan. We're going to talk a little bit about your business, figure out if there is something you need help with specifically, and if I can actually help you with that, then I'll go ahead and give you the pitch. We'll walk through it step by step, and I'm sure at that point you'll probably have some questions for me. That's the plan, just to get us started, and then you're straight into it. You're not asking for permission saying, is this good? Can we do that? It's so curiosity aside, what brought you on the call from that point?
So, obviously you came in through, like, did you book in through our website after seeing us on CNN, or was it through the ads?
Facebook ads.
Yeah, okay.
That's actually a technique that we use. We say to them, did you see us on the news, the TV news, or did you see us on Facebook ads? Obviously, they'll be thinking in their head, what the fuck? They're on TV news?
So, yeah, it was the pay-per-show appointment. What made you interested in that to begin with?
I think the paid-per-show appointment, just straight paid-per-show, I think it's one of the best models out there.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of places, they say that, and there's a whole bunch of other stuff in the background that they're not telling you, but straight paper appointment, I think it's good for both sides if it's quality appointments.
Yeah, for sure. And have you tried that before or anything similar?
Not paid for book appointments, no, not yet.
Okay. And what are you doing now for leads?
We have Google Business Profile. We have a Google LSA. We have our own kind of marketing systems in-house that we do with text messages, emails, stuff like that to potential customers and things like that.
Yeah, okay.
And a lot of word of mouth as well.
Yeah. Okay. So there's like you guys aren't running any paid
ads, no.
No. Okay.
Well, LSA is paid, but it's not like an ad. It's different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like more SEO based.
Well, Google LSA, you're paying to be seen, but it's not like an ad. If they search HVAC, for example, they're going to see it's going to show 3 names there. It's not like advertising, but they can click on that name and they.
So we've currently gone into the current scenario. It's meant to go past, present, future. We've skipped past. He literally said, no, we haven't tried anything, and you went straight into future. Past still needs to be about 3 to 4 minutes long. So talk to me. In the past, what have you guys tried for lead generation and getting more jobs? Oh, well, nothing. Okay, and how long have you guys been in business for? 4 years? Okay, and in those 4 years, what have been the main sources of acquiring customers? Facebook groups, news articles, whatever they tell you. Dig into it. How long have you tried that for? How many jobs does it bring you per month? And now we're starting to branch out. We're figuring out what they've tried in the past, what the results were, so that then we can pitch them something different.
And they charge you based on that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like more SEO based.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Okay. What would you like right now? Where do you stand with the company? Is this company called Peru or?
No, it's Turbo Heating and Cooling.
Okay.
Turbo, it's an HVAC company, and I'm one of the partners, and it's based in Long Beach, California.
Yeah. Okay. So right now, what's the objective with this? Like, how far would you actually want to go with pay-per-show appointment? Like, how many more jobs are you looking to add on?
We've also now gone into future. We're just breezing through it. It's like past, present, future, bam, done. You know what I mean? It's way too quick. We're not stopping at each point and really digging to understand. So for that reason, it doesn't feel like it flows properly. It feels a bit weird.
I'm looking to
future goals.
If the quality is good, I'm looking to max out every new person we put in the position. For example, if I have installers, for example, once I max them out, obviously, then I can only go as far as I can max them out. So I'm trying to max out my current current person that's in charge of installs and technicians. And then once that we max them out, then we have to hire somebody else, and we have to max that person out as well.
So what would that max be, like roughly?
Right now?
Yeah.
I think probably one to two appointments a day. I think is probably all you can handle in terms of doing the showing up and also doing the work. Would be probably 1 to 2 right now. Right. But we're in the process of interviewing other lead installers, so he can kind of go on book appointments all day.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So are you talking to anyone else also doing pay-per-show appointment, or?
I've interviewed a few people. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Why haven't you so far moved forward with anyone?
A lot of them feel very
good question.
Yeah. In what way?
It's either a bait and switch. Some of them, some of them are bait and switch. Some of them they opened business like a month ago. It's just, it's just nothing that's reliable. They don't have references. It's just very kind of like we just started doing this. Give us this much money kind of thing.
Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah. We keep it very fair on our end. We really want to make it a no-brainer to work with us. So, yeah. And what right now, how has it been bait and switch for those guys that you've been jumping on with?
One of them, one ad said something like.
So that wasn't really a clear question, but it's fine. He seems to have understood.
This much per booked appointment. It made it very clear. No ad spend, no this, no retainers, and all that stuff. And as soon as the guy got off the phone, got on a meeting within 5 minutes, he's like, "Yeah, and this is our retainer." I'm just like, "Your ad clearly says that you don't have a retainer. It's just a bait and switch." yeah, it's just I don't kind of want to mess with anyone that's doing bait and switch like that.
Yeah, it's just dishonest, man. I get
Yeah,
it.
then everything he proceeded to say in the meeting was like, I don't know, I can't trust a fucking word you're saying, dude. You're a bait and switch expert. Like straight up, it was like straight up bait and switch. And I learned a long time ago. I mean, that works in some fields, but not if you want to build a long-term relationship with anyone.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the goal with this, obviously. Yeah. And I mean, as far as going with like hiring more people to take on more appointments and stuff, like, do you think, like, let's say we could max out this person, just from the start, right? How long would it take you to expand and get more people?
To be honest with you, I don't know. I'm a recent partner in this business, and I'm in charge of marketing and sales. And my partner's the one on the field. So I'm going to help him find someone. I'm going to help hire the guy, but then he's really the one that has to be able to train him until the point that he can release him on his own.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. All right, cool. All right, cool, man. I think, just from everything you told me, obviously, I want to make sure that not only that I can serve you, but that we have also a potential of, a long-term business and working together. Since, this is pretty much just the foot in the door, to be honest with you, for us to find other partners that are qualified to work with us. So with that being said, you seem to be someone we want to work with. And with that said, I want to show you exactly how we set everything up, how it works, so you can get a full idea on everything. That sounds good.
Yeah, perfect.
So let's analyze where we're at. We're 6 minutes into the call. 6 minutes in, you've finished your whole discovery. To give you an idea, a discovery section of a sales call needs to be approximately 15 to 20 minutes long. Like 5 minutes of introduction back and forth, understanding objectives of the call, their North Star, what they want to achieve, what their biggest issue is. And then you go past for 5 minutes, you go present for 5 minutes, you go future for 5 minutes, you do recap for 5 minutes, and then you're into the pitch. This lacked everything. In his mind, you haven't understood anything about his business. We don't even really truly know their biggest issues. We know some of his potential objections. He told us that he wants, it depends on the quality of the appointments. We never asked him quality. So what does that mean to you? We never really dug into what he was saying. We just breezed through the script as fast as we possibly could. And for that reason, it's going to make it almost impossible to get any deposit on this call. And it also could cause problems later on. Objections. And by the way, anyone watching this, there is an objection that comes up later on because of this discovery being very, very short and him not clarifying a few things. So we'll see what happens.
Let me just share my screen.
Are you the owner? Is Minute Media your company?
Yeah.
Okay. Where are you based out of?
I'm based in Iceland.
You're in Iceland?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh my God.
North. Exactly, man.
Wow, that's crazy.
And it's even, with most things today, because I've been going, sorry, give me a second. I've been dabbling a lot in the Web3 space as well. And man, it's so crazy what's going on today,
The what space? The what space?
The Web3.
So what we've just done there is confused the fuck out of the prospect. Number one, the screen share was awkward. It took you way too long to get the screen share up. It should have been open in the tab. It should have been ready. It should have just been loaded and you tell him, hey, can you see my screen? Let me know when you can, right? Instead, there was this weird awkward pause, which enabled him to ask you a question that truthfully didn't add any trust. He asked where you are. You said Iceland. He's thinking, what the fuck? He's nowhere near me. He's thinking he's in the North fucking Pole. What you should have said is, I'm based out of Iceland. The company's located in Miami, or whatever you want to say. You know what I mean? Like reassure him. Americans want you to work in America. So that could have created a trust objection right there, which we dug deep for ourselves. And then you mentioned something about Web3. To be honest, I don't even truthfully fully understand what you meant by that. So I'm sure you've probably just confused him. Saying I dabble with Web3 just before you're about to pitch them on lead generation or marketing services doesn't really add much. And also your phone starts ringing halfway through the meeting, which again doesn't really give a professional on-point vibe. Seems a little bit erratic and there's not really a flow to this for you. So small points. I know I'm being really, really picky, but that's the point of this. A little bit of feedback. Let's make sure we dial that in.
Yeah, so Web2, that's pretty much what we're doing right now. It's where we have just the internet and just our normal browser, how we know the internet, right? Mm-hmm. But Web3, that's more like going into AI and crypto and stuff as well. Like seeing the infrastructure behind that and how it's, just rechanging how we navigate. Like big corporations are going into it now.
Really?
Like really, yeah.
He's confused as
fuck.
Yeah,
it's like you start to see like big payment processors. They're starting to utilize their own banking system through crypto, right? And that's a part of Web3. So it's like a silent transformation that's going on now, but it's amazing, being able to work wherever you want in the world and with whomever.
That's amazing. Wow, I have to look into that.
Yeah, it's interesting, man. It's interesting. But I don't know how much it's gonna help you in the HVAC space, but
exactly. It's not. So we shouldn't really be talking about it. You see, he's not even paying attention to you now.
Cool to educate yourself, man.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, exactly. So, since you told me right now, like you guys have not, since you were new, how long ago did you actually join?
6 months ago.
Yeah, 6 months ago. So in these 6 months,
we shouldn't be asking questions in the pitch. That was meant for the discovery.
You've not had like Like, is this just recently where you're looking for like more jobs, like via something like this, or
What's going on? What's happening right now? What is this? What is this? What are we doing? What are we doing? Why are we asking questions? Why are we in the discovery? Are we in the pitch? Are we in the discovery? Have we decided what's happening?
Text blasting. I tried telemarketing.
Mhm.
I tried.
This is shit we should have found out in the first 2 or 3 minutes. Like, I tried this, I did this, I did that. This is what happened. Why are we only learning about it when we're about to pitch him our solution? By the way, I'm glad you've got it, Matt. Fucking 10-10. Well done for getting it, mate. And remembering to get it out of him, but it's at the wrong point and has the wrong emotional response.
Set up with LSA and Google Business Profile. I've been doing a lot of emails and texts with his existing customers for references, for ratings. What is it called? Google reviews.
Yeah.
But we're exploring the best ways to get leads reliably and at the cost effectively.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys have not like bought leads from Angie or like tried those things?
My partner has. He's bought leads from Angie and from Thumbtack, and he still occasionally gets those. He still occasionally gets those leads.
So why, like, in his way of seeing it, why not just stick to that and just continue doing what he has been doing?
I think Angie and I don't know about Thumbtack, but I think Angie they charge you, I don't know, $60-$70 or something for the lead, and I think they give it to like God knows how many other people. They say 2 or 3, but I think it's a lot more than that.
Yeah, I mean, there's no real way of just proving.
Yeah, and I think the way that they charge, they charge and the lead doesn't show up, and then they got to file for credit. All this bullshit. It's a lot of people are very unhappy with Angie's and Thumbtack. Yeah,
exactly. That's a common problem. It's a common problem. So yeah, I mean, pretty much to tell you, like the whole thesis of how we do everything, it's, obviously, since we're on a pay per shown appointment model, it's our incentive to make sure you're getting shown appointments that you're happy with.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, it's, if you're not happy with our service, even though we're giving you appointments, if they're unqualified, are you really going to stick along and work with us for all that? Exactly. So we understand that. So we want to make sure that our services is tailored to exactly what you need, right? And genuinely giving you opportunities that you can close, right? And pretty much just leaving the close rate and whatever other variable connected to you guys, up to you.
Right. Absolutely.
That's the best problem we can have, right? With how we structure our service.
Absolutely.
So a big thing that we make sure of is, obviously we got to make sure that we're tracking down the full qualifications of every single person you're trying to get in, right? So that starts off with limiting who we're targeting to and who we're not targeting to. Because frankly, like, you have so many of these other guys that are just targeting anyone trying to fill out your calendars, and then you're going to have to drive way outside of your actual service area.
Right.
So, a big thing with that is we make sure everyone we're getting through to you guys is within whatever service area you guys serve. And from there, we have ads. And the ads there, we create them on our own site in order to qualify these people before they come and even before they go schedule in an appointment. And then we have copy as well that directly targets the person we're trying to go after. Because I'm not sure, like, how much experience do you have or knowledge about how Meta works with ads?
Okay, so I was, from Matt's previous calls, his biggest issue in the pitch was non-impactful sentences. And in this pitch, he's doing really good and is a significant improvement with what he's saying and, most importantly, how he's saying it. The start was a bit waffly. He basically was explaining how incentives need to be aligned, and if they don't do a good job, they don't retain the client. And then for each point, he did good at targeting. He did average it a track. Like, the ads is one of the biggest part of this, and he kind of just skipped over it. Ad copy, again, like, just kind of breezed through it. But the benefit that he is doing right now is he's engaging the prospect. He can see the prospect wasn't quite paying attention, wasn't quite fully interested. He's engaging him into an adaptive pitch by asking him questions.
Like the medium.
Yeah. Okay. So just like a very simple rundown on how it actually works is, like, what we do, because initially it's like kind of a ramp up process. It takes Meta a little time to learn exactly who we're trying to target through going broad first.
Right.
See, like, that's not ideal to tell him. You've just told him it's going to take you long to get results. That's what he's hearing. So that doesn't benefit you by telling him that. But
every single time we target it, like, get a lead that we wanted, we send information about that person back to Meta, and Meta reads their cookies. Things that you accept once you open a browser. You know what? Like cookies. When you open a browser, so it, like, that tracks every person's behavior online. And when we send back the information about the right person we're trying to target, Meta goes on and reads through their cookies history. So from there, it starts recognizing patterns. So what we can do, instead of just going super broad in the start, we can tailor down who we want to be talking to through the ad itself and then through the copy. And
all right, so that was long as fuck. So here's how it works. We utilize advanced pixel seasoning and targeting techniques to make sure that we tell Meta exactly who we want to be in front of. We utilize zip code targeting, income levels, interest stacks, and also we're very precise with what we call out in our ad and also our landing page so that we enable Meta to find the exact ideal customer profile that you guys need. A lot of marketing companies don't do this. They do an average ad, blah, blah, blah. You see what I mean? Like, mine's more effective and shorter. You're saying it in 30 words when it can probably be said in like 3 to 6, right? So you've elongated it, you've lost the prospect, and when you say things too long, you kind of just lose them. It has no impact. He's probably not even
That can be,
listening. He's
family
passively listening.
A family living in, this area to start off with, making this per year, right? It can be many ways to do it, right? For example, how I did it with mine, business is making over $1 million per year. That's really who I'm tracking or attracting to me.
Gotcha.
So everything that makes sense right so far?
So far, sure.
Okay, cool. And then obviously the qualification, once we get the person, they go through a form, we just double check, make sure, and then we have a team as well on my side that dials these people, especially the people that don't book in.
They go through a form, they just go through a form, right? Just a form. You're literally telling him they go through a form. They just go through a form. Like, this is not unique. This is not good. This doesn't help them go, oh shit, great. This guy knows what he's doing. We have a specific method of setting traffic through our quality control form. We ask questions in a specific order that's psychologically proven to filter out low intent leads that simply will not buy from you. That means by the end of this form, we have the highest intent and most likely to convert people. Did that not sound better than just a form?
We just try and get them to book and make sure that they are qualified and then schedule them in on a.
We just try and get them to book. I utilize fully trained US-based call center team members who call every single one of your leads, qualify, follow up, and ensure that they book. We only schedule them if they meet our minimum quality standards, including budget and timeline. Like, you see what I mean? They just try and get them to call versus what I said. Who wins the prospect's attention?
I mean,
if they don't book, is that do you guys have AI that follows up, or you have a real person that follows up?
We have a real person that, we have an automation, and then we also have a real person that calls.
Okay, and then when you guys place the ads or when you call them up, are you calling them up and placing the ads under your own name? It's like when you're like a generic HVAC company name, and then you refer it out to us, or do you use our name in those correspondences? How does that work?
So we run the ads under our page, but the ads are completely yours, right? It's just naming you, no one else. We're not sending leads to someone else. It's just
but the ad itself is under your name, right?
Yeah, because we make it as simple as possible for you, right? We don't want you to be intertwined into anything. It's just best if we just get the information about.
We are positioned as a connect brand, meaning we position ourselves to the audience as if we can connect them with the highest quality contractor in their area. The reason that this is more effective than just advertising under your brand name is what homeowners want to achieve is the fastest physical method of finding the best contractor with the best prices and the best service in their area. We trick the prospect into thinking that you are that person because when they click onto our company, we're almost like the comparethemarket.com of contractors. They see you and they believe that they're booking into the best contractor's calendar, meaning they're less likely to price shop and book other competitors' calendars. Makes more sense than what you said.
About who you're servicing, who's a qualified lead.
Mm-hmm. And
then we just need the rest of the info to set up then we just set everything up on our end. It's less complications at the end of the day.
Gotcha. So you have and I'm asking you because there has been times before where customers got kind of pissed off because the name that was advertised was different than the name that showed up at their appointment. This is in a different industry. It was in the construction industry. So do you use like an HVAC name? Is it like something HVAC for us, or is it just like a generic name for all your trades?
Yeah, so it's for HVAC.
Okay, so something HVAC, but it's not.
We're just kind of skirting around the problem, mainly because I think you don't know what to say. Right? You're kind of just saying yeah. Like, we're not able to handle the prospect's concern. And basically what I said before just now is like exactly what you would tell him, reassures him fully. And on top of that, he sees value in it. It removes a concern and also credits the reason you do it.
For HVAC, so hopefully they don't care. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, like people like it's so rare that people ever announce it.
Okay.
Like, they'll forget it. I mean, I don't even remember that, like the last video I watched when I opened that Facebook or whatever.
Okay, gotcha.
So yeah, and then we get them in, and then we just have reminders, and obviously our team making sure that we're calling them.
I got you.
So that's the whole process. That's the vehicle of how we actually get you guys leads. And again, to remind you, like our whole incentive is to make sure you guys are happy and that you guys are getting appointments that you want to continue paying for.
Sure. You want repeat business? I got
it. Go ahead. What did you say?
I said, of course, you want repeat business. If the leads are bad quality or the appointments are bad quality, you're going to lose a customer. I got it.
Yeah. Exactly.
Brother, you got to turn your volume up a little bit more because you often don't hear people on Google Meets. You got to turn your volume up because the prospect really does, he doesn't want to be repeating himself multiple times over.
Exactly. So any questions on this or? Right. So far, what do you think about the service that I've showed you?
So let's be honest. What do you think about it? I think that was really vague. I feel like there wasn't a lot to it. We don't know if there's anything different about you to other people. We still have objections that are lingering probably. Also, don't forget to pitch your story in your company, in the business itself. He's seen no social proof. He's seen, you haven't shown him inside of ad accounts. You haven't shown him inside of Go High Level. You have active clients now, Matt, that you could be showing him. We're not showing him anything tangible. You've just shown him a screen and saying, basically, we'll run ads, we'll send them to a form, and we'll give you a different name to your company name and create objections. There's nothing for him to really hold on to. The screen share's gone down, and within 16 minutes into a call, at the point where we should have just finished the discovery and gone into the pitch, we've now completed a discovery and a pitch. He's not going to be impressed at this point.
What I expected. I mean, place ads, follow up. I was hoping you didn't have AI following up, so it sounds like you have people following up, which is good, because most of these people get annoyed when AI is following up with them.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there are some automations that are just standard, right? Like the things that really, you don't need a person to do it. Like, hey, just confirming that you wanted to schedule in at this time. Yeah. That's always good. But other than that, yeah, we just want to have a normal person talking.
And then Matt, which industries are you covering?
Right now, we're just focusing on HVAC.
Just HVAC?
Yeah, right now.
Only, nothing else?
Yeah, just HVAC.
Really? Wow. Okay.
Again, like that's big, dude. Like, why aren't we leading with that? We specifically work with HVAC contractors. You know what I mean? Like, why are we not telling them that? We haven't diluted our service or our expertise into any other industry. We understand the ins and outs of your industry, and we've tailored this exact method and mechanism to ensure that you guys get the best possible results. Why are we not saying firm statements like that?
Okay, so only HVAC. Okay, that's good.
Instead of being broad everywhere, I'd rather be good at doing one thing.
Doing one thing. Got you. Okay.
That's good.
And then one other thing, I know you have your presentation, but if I can ask you, so do you, when you're placing those ads, do you share them with us so that we can look at them and say, yes, that's something that we can do? Or how does that work? Because I know sometimes when companies place ads on Meta, they sometimes go extreme in one offer. Like they might say 0% financing for the first 2 years, and then if again the customer might feel it's bait and switch if we don't offer that 2 years financing, 0%.
Yeah.
So how do you deal with that?
Yeah, we just make sure that what we're running aligns with your actual offer.
Great answer.
Okay, so you show it to us and we say, okay, we're not doing that. This is good, like that.
Yeah, like we just approve. Like we have a call and we make sure that everything around your offer is clear. And then we can stay within that boundary.
Okay, and those are also ads that you guys know that work. For example, like you've used them before.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Don't skirt around objections for the sake of it. Tell them this: we don't share the ads with you. Otherwise, you could obviously steal them and utilize them and run off into the sunset and use those ads. However, you will give us strict requirements of what can and cannot be said on those ads, and we'll make sure that we fall within those boundaries of offers. So you guys get full control over exactly what's said in these ads. Tell that to him. Then the objection is pre-handled, because later on in service delivery, what's he expecting? You to show him the ads, which will create objections.
Okay.
And churn risk,
So I know the 0% financing offers work the best, probably, is my guess,
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty obvious why, Who doesn't want to? Yeah.
Well, let's not say that though. Like, that's not ideal. We're missing a situation there. He's trying to see what you say, and you just kind of shrug it off. Like, I'm guessing the 0% financing options do well. Well, you're right, but here's the thing. We don't just want to attract people purely based off of financial incentives. We want to attract people based on curiosity, fear of missing out, and urgency tactics. That generally brings us the higher financially qualified leads who are problem and solution aware, instead of just want a nice quick deal on financing. He'll go, wow, Matt understands my shit. He gets this industry. We've missed opportunities.
Yeah, of course, I get it. Especially for new installs, which is where the money is.
Yeah, exactly. 100%.
Yeah, definitely. Okay.
Lead. Cool. Where's the leading? Where's the leading of this call now? We're just floating around. We're 18 minutes in. You're just sitting, smiling at him. He's sitting there wondering, what the fuck do I say next? Bang! Into the next thing. What are we waiting for?
HVAC. All right. And how long have you been doing this, Matt?
So me and my business partner, in total, we've been doing this for getting close to 3 years.
3 years? Wow.
Yeah.
Just this model, the pay per lead model, or just like the agency model?
The agency model.
See, now we're just gonna
now
we're just gonna get grilled with questions because we haven't led the call
so
where
that's
it needs
been like
to be.
2 years now.
2 whole years? Wow. So you guys are ahead of most people.
Yeah, like there's not a lot of people doing this, and the people that are doing this, they're just not getting results for their clients.
Okay, good. Man.
Yeah, and then as well, like we're teaching people how to start doing this as well themselves. So we have a whole agency as well where we're coaching people to do this. But you can see like we had recently we had a month where we had 113 students, and every single one of them went from 0 to 10K. And that's all coming from pay per show appointment or pay per lead. And yeah, it's a really
That's good. I'm glad you're mentioning this. Well done, mate.
Interesting. Okay, it's interesting you say that because recently I'm working on a partnership with this company that has a lot of accounts with not just HVAC, with like plumbing, electrical, like subcontractors. And she knows that I'm working on the paper appointment model, and she's saying, well, if you can find a source, I'll buy them and she has a lot of customers in those fields. So it's interesting that you said that you guys teach that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's interesting because she wants it for like 3-4 different industries. I think plumbing, electrical, HVAC, I think just construction, general construction.
Yeah. Wait. So is that like you say that's like a friend of yours who is in, like, does she have a HVAC business or a marketer?
No,
or?
she's a consult. She's like a consulting business. It's like a consult. She takes newer companies that let's say electrical guy wants to open up his own company. She pretty much sets him up with all the branding, the marketing, the templates, the database CRM setup, and then her next step is to get them leads.
Mhm.
She doesn't know how to get leads, so she goes, "Oh, Prue, if you know how to get leads, I'll get them from you."
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah,
yeah, it's definitely.
it's interesting you say that because I was looking to either do it myself or to hire a company like you to get those leads so I can sell them to her, like a white label your service so I can sell it to her. But
Yeah,
she's gonna white label it to her customer, so I'm not sure there's gonna be enough margin for each one, you know. But she has a lot of customers. Like it could be like a lot of leads.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, that's definitely something that we could take a look at. You know.
Yeah.
Later on. I mean, at the end of the day, like I first want to show you before going into that,
Yeah,
how it works and it performing.
definitely.
So that, you know, in both cases, right? You're not just coming to, hey, I know this guy, just spoke to him.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
he hasn't worked with me. Okay, so
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
but I've actually given results and shown you how it works.
Exactly, absolutely, exactly.
Yeah.
Not sure. So paper appointment model 2 years.
Yeah.
And how many, if you don't mind, roughly how many customers have you been able to get in 2 years
Customers for my clients.
for paper appointment model? No, for yourself, for your own agency.
For my own, yeah, people that I'm working with.
Yeah, paper appointment that you're.
I'm not exactly sure on
I
that.
can't imagine it being that hard to get a new customer if you have a good paper appointment.
No, it's just spending more on ads. Like it's, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay, beautiful. All right, go ahead.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, so far, man, that's pretty much everything I've got to show.
I mean, he's literally like telling you, go ahead. Like, what are we doing, man? What are we doing here? We're just staring at the prospect.
So,
Okay.
you know, if there are,
What do you mean that's it? That's not it. You haven't pitched the price. You haven't pitched the next steps. That's not it. You're just saying, yes, that's it. Yeah, that's it.
like, where's your mind right now? Is this something you want to move forward with, start doing, or?
No, how can he move forward with it? He doesn't know anything. He doesn't know what the next steps are. He doesn't know what's going to happen from here. Like, he doesn't even know the pricing structure. Like, nothing. Literally nothing.
Well, yeah, I think do you want to go over pricing and how you guys
Yeah,
credit the
see?
leads if they're not good? What is
It's
credit
almost
the lead?
starting to feel like you haven't done this before to him. He's like, what's going on? This is weird. Matt, you didn't do this on your last call. I'm not really sure why you've done it here.
How does that work? What is qualified? Like, you know, what if you book it and they don't show? How does that work in terms of how you charge or don't charge or credit or don't? I don't know how any of that works.
Yeah, for sure. I'll explain that to you. So,
Yeah. And is it 150 per lead, like the ad said? It's 150 per booked appointment?
147 per booked appointment, right? So it's 147 per booked appointment. Obviously, if we have an unqualified appointment come through, let's say you guys don't service mobile homes or whatnot, like whatever your qualified criteria is, like we'll have to work with, right? Otherwise, it does not make sense. You're not closing that guy. Okay, so let's say you guys don't service mobile homes. You get a mobile home lead. You just let us know, and you know we'll credit that. So the next lead's on us, and yeah, and then pretty much like that's it. You know, so it's the 147 per shown appointment. If it's an unqualified lead, it's just discussed to us, it's shown. And obviously we understand from the start what's going to be qualified in your eyes, like for your company. Then we assess with that. And then pretty much, because like you can think of it this way, like we're providing you with a vehicle that's going to generate you guys leads continuously. And it's fully all built by us, like the whole motor, the whole vehicle, everything is built by us, even the driver of the vehicle. Now, the only thing that we need you guys to do is that there's going to be a small upfront, only $397 just for setting it up. And then you guys cover the gas. So the ad spend.
Oh, we're covering the ad spend?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was 147 per shown appointment.
Yeah, but like that's to us.
Plus ad spend?
Yeah. So that goes straight to Mark Zuckerberg. There's no profits made there. It's really just the fuel of the car to keep it rolling.
Got you. Okay. And then, okay, so it's per ad spend, cover the ad spend. And then is it per booked appointment or per shown appointment? That means like our guy needs to actually sit in front of them.
Yeah.
For it to be a confirmed appointment.
Exactly.
For it to count.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
But clarify, otherwise you'll create a problem on service delivery. We charge at the booking, we credit at the show.
Our guys will sit in front of them, and then
Also, you drop the ad spend a bit weird. Clarify, the car won't drive without the ad spend. And if you guys pay for it, the only thing we need to focus on is driving the fucking car. Therefore, the ad spend's only going to be around $50 a day. You can spend more, and you'll only need to pay $147 per qualified shown appointment.
And how do you get the reporting? How do you guys verify? Because if you're not getting paid through the ads, right, that goes straight to Mark Zuckerberg. You guys getting paid through the 147, right? So how do you know the company's not lying to you? How do we report that to you?
We call the leads as well. Like,
Yeah, but here's the thing. He thinks that you're going to charge him after the shown appointment now. He's
we
confused.
make sure like we check.
You've confused him on the price drop.
You know. So, and there's also like compliance. So if you actually lie to us, like there's extra charges for that. But like, that's not something, you know, we're not
buddy, what are we doing? What are we doing? Why are you saying that? Why would you tell him the fines you have in your contract at this point when he's a confused buyer? So you've dropped the price, confused him, and now you've given them a terrifying statement that you fine people for lying to them.
do business like that. So
course.
if that's something that comes to the table, then obviously we don't want to work with someone.
No, let's just say you're providing 2 leads a day, and this guy's going on 1 or 2 a day. How does that information? How do we report that information back to you? Are you connected to our CRM? Do we just text you? I mean, how do you guys get the feedback so you can bill for that?
Yeah, so it's automatically billed per book, but then you guys let us know if it's a no-show or unqualified, and we just add credit to it. So in the start, like there's going to be so it's just going to even out.
Okay, so it's automatically billed. If no show, we let you know.
Yeah, there's like an email, like we send you an email, and you guys pretty much just every single appointment, like after the time of the appointment being scheduled, you guys receive an email, or whoever's taking the, it's one guy right now, right?
Yeah.
So it's very simple. We just connect to his calendar, fill it in from there, and then after the appointment, he always receives an email. If it's a no-show, he just clicks a button, and then we get that info, and it's automatically set up. So it's
on his calendar, just clicks on no-show. Okay, that's easy.
Yeah, or from his email, like he gets an email after the time of the appointment.
Oh, he gets an email from you guys, and he just clicks. Oh, an email said, "Did you show? Did you not show?"
We can't be confusing clients over such a simple system. Like, we need to be way more precise. Why are we letting him ask the questions to figure it out? We need to be telling him with clarity how it works.
Yeah, but he only clicks if they no-show.
Because this has got confusing now. Confused buyers do not buy.
Okay, that's easy. Okay, I thought that was going to be complicated because these technicians, HVAC technicians, they're not technical. They're not going to sit there and
exactly
that bullshit.
Yeah, we understand that, man, and we're not trying to make them into any tech experts. So we just make it, like I told you, we make it as simple as possible to get integrated with us.
So the automation sends them an email saying, "Hey, did you go to how was the appointment?" Or just whatever. He clicks. He doesn't click anything. But if it's no show, he clicks no show, and it goes back and it credits the 147.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. And the 147 is billed. How do you do the billing for that?
So it's automatic on booking, and then obviously, if it's a no show or unqualified, it just gives credit back.
Build automatic on the booking.
Yeah.
Build automatic on the booking. So we get an email. So you notify us with email or by text?
Sorry, what do you mean?
When there's new booking.
See, like, what is this? Like, it's getting all confusing now. You will pay us. We will get your card on file. Whenever we provide a booked appointment, we will charge you $147 per booked appointment. In the event that appointment does not show, you simply tap a button in an email that we will send to you to mark it as no-show. We will investigate the no-show and apply a credit to your account, meaning the next one is not charged. That's it in 10 seconds, and this whole thing would have been avoided.
Send us extra email to the guy on the field.
Yeah, both.
Both. And once it's sent, we're billed to 147.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And then how does the ad spend work? What are you recommending for the ad spend? I thought by the way, I thought this was a just straight up paper lead call. I didn't realize this was an ad spend call. Just so you know.
Yeah. I mean, like, at the end of the day, it's a small thing, right? Because at the end of the day, someone's got to cover the fuel, and if I'm covering the fuel, I'll just have to raise my ad spend. And if I start covering ad spend, right? Like, think of it this way: it's actually worse for you guys, because if I'm covering the ad spend, then the only thing that I'm caring about is not being deep in the dust, right? Like, I just need to not be losing money on ads. But since you guys are covering it, that makes the work so much more simple. And
you were getting there. You were close, but you didn't. You just said some weird shit about being in the dust, right? It has to be, your wording needs to be more precise. In business, you have to be a precision expert, okay? If I covered the ad spend, it will only inflate the price per appointment, meaning you're paying for it anyway. But it comes with a negative downside, which would be this, Mr. Customer. The only objective that I'm focused on when I'm covering the ad spend for you is being profitable. When in reality, what we need to be focused on is not the volume of appointments provided to keep me profitable. It's the quality. So therefore, when you guys cover the ad spend, you're still paying the same amount per appointment. However, I'm focused on quality per appointment, which is exactly what I thought you guys needed. Is that right? Yes. There you go.
I'm just focusing on giving you guys quality appointments.
Gotcha. And then Matt, what is your recommendation for the ad spend to get like 1 booking a day versus like 2 bookings a day? And I've never done Facebook. Is it reliable? Like, is that something that is it reliably 1 to 2 qualified booked appointments? Or is it, sometimes yes, sometimes? How does that, and what kind of ad spend do we need for Long Beach area? I'm not sure if you're familiar with Long Beach.
Yeah. So like, what you want to, like, I would recommend for 1 to 2. So 1 to 2 bookings per day is what you want.
Let's say that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'd recommend, like,
which may be too much for him. I have to confirm with him, but I want to be going on. I think 1 to 2 bookings because you have to close it. You have to go on multiple to close one. So so that means we're getting the jobs. It means you have to go to. I'm assuming
for 1 to 2 bookings per day, Mr. Customer, you look at an ad spend between $60 and $120 per day.
How many bookings do people usually go on before they close? Do you know?
It depends. People are having maybe. Like, yeah, it really depends. People have 30 to 50% close.
Yeah, exactly. Same thing. So okay, so let's say we want 1 to 2 bookings per day, or should we just make it easy? Let's just say 1 booking per day. That's
let's say 1. So 1, I would say like around $66 per day in ads.
Okay, so 1 booking per day equals how much?
Maybe don't tell him $66 a day. I know that that's actually the number, but he's probably going to think, why the fuck has he set the number 66? Just say 60.
Like
66?
around 66. Yeah, that's usually what we would want to target for a booking.
Bro,
$66 a day,
around 66, bro. That's so precise.
5 days a week, or is that for 30 days?
30. Like we're not stopping the ads because it's like if
Okay,
we stop
perfect.
them, it loses the targeting, and we don't get as qualified leads.
Okay, so about 1,800 or so is just for one. 1,800 or so is just for one booking a day. That's for 20 bookings roughly, work days, or is that 7 days a week?
Yeah, so it's just book.
Okay, we've confused the shit out of this poor guy. Your daily ad spend is paid every single day of the month. You'll be paying $60 a day for every one appointment you want per day. For example, if you'd like two, you'll pay $120 a day. We can increase the spend as you guys are able to scale and take on more appointments. Like, we've confused the limit. Look at this poor guy's
Booking
face.
all 7 days a week.
Oh, okay, so
But
30
you guys
bookings.
yeah, the calendar availability is only obviously adjusted to what you guys actually have available.
Okay, so 30 bookings roughly. So 66 was around $2,000 in ad spend for 30 bookings,
Mhm.
roughly.
Yeah, roughly. Like it can.
Right.
Yeah.
And then if we wanted 2 bookings per day,
Yeah, so like around 120, 130.
we just double it.
Like yeah, it's just at the end of the day, like how Meta works is like initially.
Why are we explaining how Meta works now? Like, just $60 to $120 a day, bang, next thing, next topic. Like, your sales call has no fluid momentum, no gravity to it. It's just like this bubble of floating up and down. Like, there's loads of shit going on. It's chaotic
Like,
as
it goes
fuck.
into testing phase, right? It understands the people we're trying to go after. It finds them. We send back the data, and then it continuously gets better and better. And for example, like it can vary a lot, right? Maybe because here's the thing: I'm not going to tell you like I can't really give you a promise on the metrics, right? Because there's so many variables that take in place, right? So for example, like we could have like I've seen $30.
No. Stop talking. Stop it. Like, what are we doing here? Stop talking. Next topic.
But it maybe means that we're not closing as many bookings as if we're maybe paying $90 or $100 per booked appointment. They're maybe showing better and they're maybe closing better. So it really just does depend. It's kind of how.
Gotcha. But I'm asking like averages, right? I don't need the exact, just to get a rough.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so I would
because
say,
like we've answered his question with politician fucking fluff. Like, he just wants to know rough numbers, buddy. And we've gone into how fucking Andromeda works and shit like that for the poor guy. Like,
66. Like
So $2,000 for 30, that's around $66.
yeah, 66 per day.
Okay, 66 a book appointment, really?
Yep.
Is that normal? Because that's not.
Like that's for like we're not talking about booked appointments for people just wanting to clean their HVAC system or whatever. Like this is for installs and replacements.
Okay.
Like, that's what we're aiming for.
Okay. I wouldn't be asking this many questions if I wasn't really serious about doing it.
Yeah, no,
Just so you
just
know.
go on. I mean,
Yeah.
it's better that you ask. It's a good time.
So one confirmed booked appointment a day is going to cost us $66 a day, which is around $2,000 a month, right?
Mhm.
If I did my math correctly, right? 66,
Yeah.
It's around exactly $2,000 a month,
Yeah.
which is roughly $66 a booked appointment, plus the 147 from scratch.
so
again.
just to
Start
kind
spending,
of
yeah, from scratch.
catch everyone up, I skipped because it was genuinely just painful back and forth questions that really should have been covered in the pitch. But basically, the guy even brought up again about running it through his Facebook page versus theirs. Like, he keeps bringing up the same questions because he hasn't got a fucking clue what's going on to put it up to speed. Even now, he's talking about, so we doing it in your ad account or mine? Like, this stuff, I feel like Matt maybe hasn't got it really clear in his brain. We need to get this shit laser focused. Because when you're confused, the client's even more confused. And then we ended up in this literal 10 minutes of back and forth Q&A. But we'll just resume.
All from scratch again. So that's kind of annoying about it.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like what we could always do if it goes that way, and obviously, like we don't plan to not work together, right? But if it ever goes that way, like the only time we've not worked with someone is because we had to drop them, right?
Yeah.
So if that happens, we're obviously down to just give you the ad account, just give you full access to it. And
No.
Like a solution.
What? What are we doing? What are we doing, buddy? What? No, you're not. You're not going to give him the ad account, are you? Why are we telling the client this stuff? We're talking out of our fucking arse here. Like, we're not going to give him the ad account if we churn him.
Gotcha. All right, man.
It's just all about convenience, right? Like us setting it up on our end.
Yeah, of course. You have the whole everything trained. It's also
Why does it have to be all about convenience? Like, you're basically saying to him, we're lazy, right? It's about pixel seasoning because we have already warmed up ad accounts with years worth of data, specifically in the HVAC niche. It's more advantageous if you guys utilize our ad accounts with all of that data already in, so we can speed through that learning process so that you guys can get the highest intent leads possible. We haven't even given them a reason other than we're lazy as to why we use our own.
Yeah, exactly.
Otherwise, you'd be working for the other. You'd be working for us doing it. I get it.
Mhm.
I get it. All right, man, let me speak to him and So I'll reach out to you on WhatsApp if I have any.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you can do that. And then also, like, if he really wants to, you can just have him come on a call with us.
He's completely relying on me, but he's the company's funding it.
Okay, so you're pretty much you're going to be the decision maker, but you just want to bring this to him because
I have to run it by him and say, okay, this is good.
I mean, here's the thing, like, he's not the actual decision maker in this scenario, right? We just tell him, so here's my process from here is we'll get you and your other business partner on a quick call for 15 minutes tomorrow at XYZ time, whatever time fits you best. We'll kind of finish everything up then. We'll make it a really short call. I'll send you over this call recording so he can skim through it. I'm sure you've already taken notes, and then we'll finalize everything tomorrow. How's that sound? What time works best for you? Here's my process. Here's what we're doing. Take charge, take control of this close. You either leave with money or you leave with a scheduled time on someone's calendar. If you leave with nothing, you have no commitment and no possibility of closing. What I will say is Matt did end up actually closing these guys on a second follow-up, but it took a day or two to actually get them to even schedule. So obviously getting this scheduled on the same call is what we need to do. Summary of all the things that worked well. Matt did ask the right questions. He just asked them in the wrong order. The pitch was weak. What he was saying was better and a little bit stronger than last time, so he's improving. Well done for that. But it needs to be stronger. It needs to be with more clarity and precision. A lot of what you're saying has fluff, clutter, and it isn't clear. What every single prospect requires is clarity without confusion and clear next steps that they can visualize. Right? We didn't give him clarity. We gave him lots of confusion. And realistically, we didn't really give him clear next steps of what the onboarding process and flow is going to look like. So in his brain, a lot of disconnect has been built. He has a lot of concerns that I feel like we never truly handled, like the exit scenario, like using your own brand, like all of these things we never really tackled head on. And that's going to linger in the prospect's mind. However, you did manage to close them. So well done for that 100%. That's obviously a good outcome. There was significant learning points in this video, in this call. I know that 99% of people watching would have done a worse job than Matt. So for that very reason, I'm sure that everyone watching can also take a lot of valuable insights from what Matt did right and what Matt did wrong. And overall, he's literally in his second or third week of running the agency. He's doing so much better than so many people I've spoken to. Well done, Matt. Keep it up, buddy. You're doing fantastic. And for everyone else watching, if you want the support and skill set that Matt is learning, go ahead and click JTM Empire below and I will train you myself, give you this daily feedback on your own sales calls, give you an ad system done for you build out that literally acquires all of your customers for you. You just show up and take the sales calls. On top of that, I will even hire you your own fully trained media buyer from my company. She will do all of your ads for you for delivery. Ladies and gentlemen, pleasure. See you soon.